Hello everybody, welcome back to Space Engineers, here with Morilibus. Today I want to try to get a couple things done. We don't have enough refinement power. I'm running into the problem of trying to make some thruster components, which is what I want to work on today. But it takes a lot of, well, iron I think we might have. Cobalt, I don't know. Gold, we're kind of being held up on. And I am currently refining some of those materials, but not as fast as we need them. So I want to start maybe laying out kind of the grand scheme of things for this refining floor, even though I don't have the ability to build anymore. But I also want to work on Molar there. I want to get him up and running, but I'm not totally pleased with how this thing is running. I want to get... We could fire it up again. I've just thrown some armor around here, and I think I've put it in a way that ores shouldn't get stuck. So they should be able to fall down there, and this should still aid as a kind of a mechanical catcher for the time being. I have some ideas using some moving parts and some more gravity gens and stuff to further expand this idea. But what I'd really like to do is just convert this guy into a ship for now and reposition him over the hole, and that way we don't really have to worry about it so much, and we can start Molar off and he can start mining away. And then hopefully that will probably collect almost everything, I would imagine, if it's positioned right here. But let's go ahead and... So we're waiting on parts, basically. So let's fire up Molar, or let's just actually... What do we want? His ejectors? Let's just turn on... Let's see, what do we got here? Let's put them all on collect, I guess. And let's throw out one. Or have one throw out. And let's monitor what it does. So the gravity is on, I think. Yeah. Here it comes. So part of the problem is these guys are leaving with a bit of velocity too. Just out of the ejector. So you can kind of see they're not really getting captured that quickly by this thing. So they are... See, they're kind of going out in an orbit, and then they're coming back down. We can... Oh, where did I... Oh, Tortwing must be connected. Gravity. So we could try turning that up. I also notice this is like different input compared to this one. The regular generator, you go to do it, and it's 0.3. 0.3 equals 0.3, where this one, 0.1, is equivalent to 1. That was kind of screwing me up, I think. So we could do like 2, which would be 0.2. So that should pull them in quicker when they're leaving the hole. But you can see they're still kind of orbiting. I mean, it's getting collected. If we watch right here, we can see they are getting collected. The only thing that we got to know is, are we collecting them as fast as they're accumulating? I almost wish... Like, does that have a floating item count anywhere? That would be cool if it did. Active particle effects. No idea. Probably not. Sim speed's good. Yay! I don't see anything. Maybe you guys know. So that would be the only real issue with this. So I can't really tell. Like if we now... Let's go back into Molar. I guess this would be a good test. Because we want him to be able to poop pretty quickly. I don't know how fast he has to poop yet, but we'll figure that out hopefully. So if we start throwing out all of them... Then let's see what happens. Then we might get stuff disappearing. We could also back up and see if anything's kind of escaping. It doesn't look like anything's getting too far out. It looks like this is kind of the peak of how far they're getting. Oh yeah, here we go. It's pooping. The asteroid is throwing up. Won't be 60 frames in this episode, I'll tell you that. And then I tried to create something up here that would prevent stuff from getting stuck. Obviously, it's not perfect. Stuff can get stuck there. If this works, eventually we could build this straight up a bit further, or however high we're seeing them get. But again, this thing's supposed to be mobile. Oh, wow. It's like a bee's nest. We've disturbed the nest. Run away! Okay, let's go... If we're looking at the collector, it is getting picked up. I just don't think it's getting picked up as fast as we are pooping. So, let's keep fiddling. Molar. No, not Molar. Who's connected right now? Torquewing's connected. Gravity, spherical. So instead of trying to find the least amount of gravity, let's try going overkill and see if that makes it collect faster. Like if we can get them... Oh, look at that. If we can get it so when they're leaving... Uh-oh, I think we've emptied Molar. Are you all out, Molar? Don't be out. Stott. And I still don't know if he will go by himself, so we will give him a little push. There he goes. Good job. Here comes the poop. So yeah, ideally, if we can get him to go straight out of this hole and directly into there... Well, now we have no frames. But no, they're still getting launched. Ooh, okay. Are they ever? Well, let's just keep... Let's get it all the way up, actually. Let's just see what happens if we put it to max. Oh, wow. Boing! Okay, they're getting a little bit further out, actually. So if we watch the ones that are jetting out, if we can... There's one of them. They're getting all the way out to here. So before, they were peaking at around here. It does just looks like a wasp nest. So I don't think that's good. Gravity. So all the way up is not the right way. Also, I have to make sure... In order for this linear one to really kind of help... Although right now, the gravity one alone... Yeah, so the gravity one alone isn't good because they're pulling right towards there. So right now the spherical is equal to the linear. So if I like increased him all the way down, we'd see these guys will now start falling off, where before they were just getting stuck. So I got to make sure the linear one is basically greater than the spherical one. So whatever I do this one at, which we know 0.3 is pretty good for just walking around. So if we could keep it... maybe like that, and see how that does. But that looks pretty bad, so I would like to get him just positioned right here, because I think that would be that much better. Hey, I want to get in there! Stop it! Don't you push me! I want to go see Molar. Is he still mining? He is. Well, his thing's on. I think he actually broke. It's beautiful. Poop. And we can make the collector, or connector poop as well. Yeah, you can see these ones aren't on. So what's up with that, Molar? You got your sensors. You got that one on. If I toggle it, I'm pretty sure you have, Okay, let's see. Did he, Is this thing off? Now they're on. Okay. I'll have to troubleshoot you later. Sensor... Move forward. Or no, let's just... Yeah, it still seems like we have to give him a tap. But anyway, he should be on mining... Auto mine, I think. Oh, he's into some gold. So what if... Sensor... Now, is your gyro tilting on? Gyro... Why not? Sensor. Tilt up. We'll toggle you. Gyro. Tilt up is now on. So I want to see what... Oops. I want to see what he'll do. So we're fairly deep now. I mean, not that deep. So now I've told him to do... I mean, he's supposed to be doing his auto... He's supposed to be tilting up on his own, but obviously something's wrong. So here he's kind of getting himself stuck. I wasn't sure how he would do with this. If he could just dig straight down and then start turning. But he's jammed himself up. So it doesn't look like he's quite able to do that. So let's just take control of him and see if we can... Oops. I was looking for his drills. I want to do like secondary mode. Okay, how about we just cheat? Cheat a little. Good job, Molar. Make a big hole, please. But ideally, I'd love it if we could just send him down, straight down, and then he'll tilt. Once he gets down far enough, he'll start tilting and moving forward. Trying to mimic that by using the arrow keys. So that's holding forward and tilting up, but you can see he's getting stuck. So that ain't working. So we might have to do the initial hole manually. Okay, let's just turn you off. And let's get tools. I want to do the secondary function. If I can. If I can remember what key it is. Even though we're destroying some stuff. Okay. Maybe that's enough room. So why don't we... just turn on his sensors. And... yeah, weird. That is not being triggered once it's turned on. Which I thought it would be. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. I found this actually the last episode. And I dug here. Where's the hole? It was somewhere. Is it this one? Yeah, there it is. So that goes all the way back. I wasn't sure if Molar would make it in here, actually. But that's kind of good that he did. Well, it's good and bad. It's bad because, as you can see, the ore is now accumulating on the wall instead of just going right back into our little hole here. Although some of it is. Oh yeah, some of it's getting stuck there. So I was hoping if he would just dig straight down and create his own little cavity that we wouldn't run into that problem. But yeah, we are. But once he's in here, he should go pretty good. I should hope. Let's also take a look at Molar and his inventory. So we can see this is being emptied out pretty quick. So he's not actually retaining any ore. So that's actually really good. But he's not really that far in either. Like, he should be hopefully digging deeper than that. But actually, now that we're in here, so this is a big cave system. I cut it out of the last episode because just for time. But yeah, I was looking for some cobalt with chip there, and I found this place. So it's quite expansive, and it's got quite a lot of resources. So what we are actually in need of right now, I guess, is cobalt for the most part. Maybe some iron. I don't know why you're kind of going in circles. I think he needs some fine-tuning. But now that I'm in here, it might be easier. Yeah, it seems like he's turning. You're not even supposed to turn. Which way's up? I guess this is up, huh? That's why it looks like he's turning. So he should tilt himself, I would imagine, because there's no asteroids over here anymore, so he should be able to tilt a bit. But yeah, he definitely needs some... he needs some work. Oh. Oh, look at that. So he drove forward enough that he no longer detected asteroids, so he stopped, and now he started tilting down again, now that he's discovered asteroid again. Oh yeah, go into this cobalt. To the cobalt, Molar. Give me. Go this way. There you go. Mine. Alright. Let's put him on a delay so I don't forget about him. So let's put this timer up to 5 minutes. What's 300? Whoops, not 3,000. Okay, and we'll start. So after 5 minutes, he should shut himself down, and hopefully he doesn't get destroyed. Now we could be wasting resources right now. That's okay. This is more experimental. What we can do is see where all this stuff gets collected and try to create a path for it back. Like, a lot of it's getting stuck right there. Is this our hole? Yeah. So I could take my hand drill maybe and create a little tunnel in some of these places to help transfer this ore back to the tunnel. So why don't we... do I have my my drill? I don't. Okay. But that's the plan. Oh, that's... yeah, I wasn't sure if we'd make it in here. I don't know how I feel about that. It might have been easier if we hadn't, but we'll get a more... uh-oh. We'll get a more variety of ores, I think, this way. Heal me! How's our thruster components doing? Production 206. Did we make any? I don't think we made any. Okay. Assembler A3. Oops. 0. This is the one I want. Okay, no, it just simply does not have enough cobalt, I guess. So let's check out cobalt. There's some in here. You want it? And there's some gold. What are you waiting on? What does one need? Oh, we're out of platinum. That's what's holding us up. Oh. Platinum. We don't have platinum. Okay. Well, I should re-queue up those to the front on whichever ones we have. Is it just the one? Okay, so this is why we need more refinement, because we are running into the problem of just can't produce it fast enough. Where's that? Oh yeah, it's on pull. Okay, but anyway, we'll leave that then. I should probably stop Molar, because he's definitely not... None of that ore is making it up here. So let's just go ahead and trigger him now. And we'll get that hopefully working a bit better. And once we get the thrusters, we could position him over the hole, or maybe we could even relocate the whole thing around over this way, because this is where the opening to that cave system is, so maybe it would be better if we use the natural curvature of the caves to bring some stuff to us. But there's Molar, we can see him. I'd like to add a sound block to him and get his beacon set up too, but I don't think we're quite there yet. Okay, so what I want to do is lay out some of this. I put this giant diagonal line just to, well, to show where the diagonal crease is for this thing. Interior plates. Sure. Okay. So storage-wise, I think we're going to put in the corners. So somewhere over here. Let's get... We got some of those, so we'll get some large cargo. And then I want to figure out where our our arc furnaces and our refineries will go. So if we have this center line, I'm kind of thinking... And I'm not sure how far out we'll come. So let's just start right here. And let's use these guys as kind of a marker to figure out exactly how much space we want. So what I'm thinking is these would come either all the way to there and then start turning. Something like that. Or... And then we'd have these refineries here. And maybe I'd bring them out to as far as the cargo. I don't want the cargo actually to come out this far. Or maybe even to there. So maybe that would be the start. And actually we'll get rid of you. So in that case, we probably want to go back a lot further. So something like that. Okay. Now I can get rid of these. Okay. So what I'll probably start doing, once I'll lay stuff out with you guys, but then once I figure out what we're doing, like if I figure out what this is going to be like with you guys, then I'll probably do some off-camera stuff to get it done. Otherwise we could spend 10 episodes just doing that. Okay, so I'm thinking something like that. So that would be storage, and then we'd have the opposite over here. And what I kind of want to do is set this up in a way, like we don't have sorting other with mods yet. But I'd almost like to separate all these things so that each area is designated for one ore. So we can kind of manually maybe do that. So we could have them right there. I was kind of thinking we'd have a second row kind of back above it. But I don't know if we really need that. Otherwise we'd have 8 refineries. Now we can keep going. So maybe we don't need a second row because we could just keep... however far out we feel is required. So ideally what we want, I guess, let's see here. Like we want to have one location for each thing. So for silicon wafers or silicon ore, gold ore, magnesium, what else is there? Nickel, Now, nickel, cobalt, and iron are all going to be done by arc furnaces. So what we could do is we have refineries like this. Oh, no, I rotated you the wrong way. I'll never get you back. I got you back. So let's say this section could be for gold or something. So if we make just this side for gold, or maybe this side for gold, and then like this side could be for platinum or something. So each side would have 2 ores, and then we could have silver and something else, magnesium, I guess, silicon, something, maybe even one for stone. And then the storage itself would house it as well. So we'd have some kind of gate. I'm thinking we could use connectors to create a locking gate so we can manually open the connectors. So what we can do, if we grab a connector, we can simply, I don't know if can you connect it directly to, or do you have to, you can't, but you could do this. So you have a connector, it's still part of the same, they're both part of the same ship, and then you can lock them like that. So what we could do is open it so that these refineries aren't pulling stuff we don't want, and assemblers and stuff isn't pushing stuff into these cargo containers that we don't want. And we can strictly use the cargo containers for storage of, say, the ore, maybe from the refineries. And so that we can have these guys piped only to these guys and not piped to any of our rest of our system. So they will just pull the ores out of there, and they'll put the refined metal back in, or we could pull the refined stuff out of the refineries, maybe out the bottom, and create maybe a one-way travel so that it can take the ores out and send them back to our main assembling area. But they can't pull stuff back the other way. So depending on what we want to do, or depending on where the game gets in terms of automation and sorting and stuff like that, if we get some native sorting built in, depending how they choose to do it, will kind of depict how this ends up working out. One thing I don't like is kind of how narrow this is. It's only 3 blocks. I think I'd like it to be 5. So I think I'll push these guys back, because it does look like we have room. And we could have them just right up against the cargo containers. Or if we feel like this is way more storage than we need, we could get rid of this row. And then we could move our assemblers back. Let's grab them again. What if we did have 2 decks? So let's rotate. Okay, so there. Maybe lower. And then these we'd get rid of. So we'd have like a walkway here, which I can't attach. So at least one wide, we'd have a walkway for no reason really, just so you could walk past the refineries and go, ooh, fancy. Now, does that give us any more room? Just not much though. 1 block. 1 block. Well, that isn't lined up, but we get the idea. So now we have 5 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I feel 5 would be better. We don't have to have 2 rows. We could still keep it as 1 row and bring back the cargo. Because this is getting really tight. I don't really like this. Looks kind of goofy. We have to pipe into this guy, but we could do that from the bottom, I think. Believe one of these is a hatch. Or no, wait, that's the hatch right there. So yeah, we have options. But something like that. And then, yeah, we'd have each area just designated. So we'd have we wouldn't have to worry about refineries pulling in ores out of order. We could kind of pick and choose by creating a gate of some kind. And then we'd have to manually every once in a while go through. Maybe we have a buffer area for ores. So as this thing is sucking everything up and collecting all the ores, it will be in one general storage area. And then we'd go through every once in a while and manually move them over to the specific areas for refinement. Or if at a later date we can do that, we can automate that to some extent, that would be best. Okay, we'll finish off. Let's grab my drill. If I can carry it. I want my drill. Gimme. Okay, let's go get that ore. And we'll end the episode there. Where's my molar hole? Molar hole. You're such a molar hole. God. Whee. Good job, Molar. Sort of. Except you're not really working properly. What is this? What did you do? Why did you turn like that? You're terrible. You're terrible. Alright. Oh, look. Where's the ore? Found it. So some there. Oh yeah, look, there's a whole little cavity. So if we look where the exit is, if I can find it. Is it out this way? Kind of get turned around in these things pretty badly. This isn't the exit, I don't think. Oh wow, look at this. Might be in a whole other section. Wow. There's the exit. I think that's the way I came in originally. Or maybe there. Now I'm lost. Never find my way back. Go to Molar. Follow the Molar. Alright. Now, alternatively, I don't know what else you guys... What do you guys think? How should we try to get ores out of here? Because it's probably going to be... I don't know if it would... If the ore's always going to accumulate in these areas, it should be okay. Then we should be able to just mine it out. Excuse me. Otherwise, I'm just going to aim basically for the spherical gravity generator and try to bring this ore with me. But this is already proving to be kind of difficult because it's trying to pick it up at the same time. It's okay. We'll get there. I'll probably die first. 36%. Anyway, I'll bring you guys back as we get closer. Okay, there we go. So we can see stuff, and we can come through here and figure out where stuff's getting stuck and try to get it free. Most of this I dug with the primary function, then I switched over to the secondary function because it was taking too long and I was about to die from running out of energy, so I figured going faster was better than not. Come on. Make little pipe systems through through the asteroid. Looks like I wasn't going very straight either. I gotta be careful though. If I remove too much, I create little... I'll create more areas where it will get stuck, and I'll have to go... It'll have to get wider and wider as we go. I like that they're still coming. I don't know why they're still... Is Molar still pooping? Hey, let me go. Okay, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, delicious, delicious ores. There you go, buddies. You're free. Free. Alright, so here it's probably good to create a funnel. So I should get rid of all the lumps around the outside. There we go. And then what I'll probably do is, if this stuff is making it reliably, I'll probably play around with Molar, try to calibrate him a bit better. Get him working... working better, at least. Might need to relocate some sensors, not too sure. We shall see. I do know of some places we can hide some sensors if we need to. If some of them just aren't in a good enough spot. Come on. Come on. But there we go, guys. This was going... That's about all I wanted to do today, other than... Well, actually, what I really wanted to do is put those thrusters on. But I forgot to actually queue them back up. How many did we need? We need 80 per, so I think it was like 260-ish. So there we go. We are making them again, and we're out again. Looks like platinum is, again, our limiting factor, so I'll have to see what that's about. Maybe I could throw Molar on some platinum if need be. If we do end up using this, what I'm thinking is I wouldn't mind having some lights or something. I have a hard time finding these little holes, so if there's no asteroids or any debris moving through them, it's going to be very hard for me to find these things again. Yeah, you can see here, the more I cut away, the more I'm going to have to. But it looks like this is kind of where we turn, so I don't think it's a big deal if I have to take away a lot of this stuff on the side and create a better direct route. Just have to be careful not to make any pits. Or that happens. Stop it. Stop it. Alright guys, take it easy. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.